Last week, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Standards came out with their jobs numbers. And the first five today, all I want to point out is how wonderfully the economy is performing and how much it seems to upset leftists in this country who do not like the proof right in front of them that actually free market policies work wonders. Quickly on the numbers, again, this was the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics pointing out all the new jobs created under the Trump administration. It's not Trump personally, it's free market policies. It's policies that encourage job growth because they encourage the growth of businesses. So employment far above expectations, a bump in median earnings. So it's not just like the left is always trying to claim, oh yeah, things are only great for big corporations and wealthy people. 266,000 net new jobs. November was the nation's 10th straight month for job gains. Labor Department also made upward revisions to numbers from September and October because the economy is performing so well. Strong job market gets more people back into looking for employment. So it's just been all great thing. Again, these gains are broad and deep. Minorities in America continue to see record or near record low unemployment rates. Blacks at 5.5%, Hispanics at 4.2%. And recent research from Bloomberg News shows that the Trump era recovery has most benefited. Okay, got to pay attention to this part. The Trump era recovery has most benefited those people, the 40%, the lowest 40% of income earners in America. Now, you would think that that could make pretty much everyone happy in America because we love when there is a great job market, when we have jobs available and people working and stimulating the beautiful free market economy in America. But as you might have expected, I just only have two quotes to share with you. I could share dozens more. One was New York Representative, U.S. Member of Congress, Representative Carolyn Maloney, top Democrat in Congress's Joint Economic Committee. You know, she had to say, well, okay, those numbers are kind of good, mumble, mumble, but she says remarkable resilience in the face of the president's increasingly erratic trade policies, not giving credit to the idea maybe the trade policy changes helped. But she also goes on to say, and let's not forget that Americans in many communities and parts of society still find it hard to get a well-paying job. And Speaker Pelosi weighed in with a similarly obnoxious comment, basically just saying, oh, yeah, good numbers, but, you know, we have better things to do. Democrats are going to do more things for you. We're going to pass prescription drug price controls. And so I want to close out the first five. I don't want to make it a long first five, Jay, because the stories out of Washington today are huge. The Inspector General report is a huge, huge thing we must talk about. The Islamic terror in Pensacola and how we're dealing with that. I want to close out the first five by saying this. The reason that you cannot get more people in the American left celebrating the beauty of a robust economy with more people working, people contributing to the American economy, what you're supposed to be doing in a free market country, in a capitalist country, where you find a job that produces a good or service somebody else wants, and all the economy benefits from this. The reason leftists cannot stand to give adequate credit to these job numbers, to the across the board fabulous numbers in our economy, is because what President Trump is really doing is proving to the American people who've been duped by the left for so long, President Trump is proving to the American people that freedom actually works, that free markets work, that keeping government, cutting regulation, cutting tax rates, bringing jobs back to America, inspiring Americans to believe in themselves, in their ability to participate in this free market economy. Trump is proving all of that to the American people, and this is the exact opposite of the policies the American left supports. Now, I would say at some point in our history, Republicans, Democrats might have kind of most agreed with that idea. Maybe I'm saying most Republicans and Democrats probably would have said, well, sure, you know, we love a great economy. We love seeing people working. The reason they can't stand to say that right now is because the formerly one of the two mainstream parties, the Democrat Party, has been taken over in its ideology by leftists in this country, by socialist-minded people who truly live and move, who are dedicated in their policies, in their speeches, in their legislative efforts to having the federal government take more and more and more control of the economy into the hands of the bureaucrats in Washington, of the members of Congress in Washington, and taking that, just slowly chipping away at like, you know, when they talk about an axe hitting a tree and finally knocking it over, slowly chipping away at not only the free market economy and the beauty of capitalism and freedom, but chipping away at the American people's belief that capitalism and freedom can work. But this is what President Trump is proving to the American people can work. And this is why the leftists I just mentioned and many others in this country can barely stand to give credit to the idea that we have a great and robust economy because we have a reintroduction, a reinvigoration of free market principles. And that, my friends, is today's First Five.